In marketing, what you're trying to do is you're trying to create want. You want somebody to want something from you, right? So even what you're doing is once you get somebody to be interested in what you have to move them through the process by building that rapport, building that trust with them. And there are a number of different ways that you can do this, and I've only learned this from my own experience, and basically, which is why I wanted to put all the free information on our website, because if you get free information from someone that is helpful to you, that is not a sales pitch, they seem more trustworthy to you because they're not just trying to get your money. And although we are a sales organization and we intend to sell a product that's going to help somebody, we really want them to feel empowered, to feel like they understand what they're doing. And you know, who said it? Cy Sims, he said an educated consumer is our best customer. I think that's Sims Men's Clothing. And it's a great line because it's true. If you, even as a builder, if you are in really good communication with your prospective client and you give them information that is not simply information that will help lead them to the sale with you, but to help them make a decision that's right for them, that's going to make you appear and actually be a more trustworthy figure to them. So, you know, if I was looking to, I've done a lot of remodels. I actually built this building from the ground up that we're sitting in right now. And it was pretty much a nightmare. And I do know, I've worked with so many different builders and so many different contractors that when a contractor gives me more communication, tells me in advance when something is not going to be ready on time, I'm not as freaked out about it. And I feel like, wow, this person's really being truthful with me. How can I get upset with them? Because just like your business in building, my business, there's so many variables, there's so many changes, everything is so custom, and there's a lot of places where the person can become emotionally charged up and not happy. So understanding that as a basic fundamental in your communication is a great way to garner trust and to give them something that may or may not lead them to doing business with you. So that's true through the entire marketing process. Every touch, every time they deal with your company, whether it's via your website, whether it's via a telephone call, whether they're receiving an email or a direct mail piece, you have to think with, will this increase that trust factor or will it decrease that trust factor? And there's nuances. There's so many little things that can move it one way or the other, and I can go into that in further detail. But even we have something that we want to give away, that we always give away. It's one of our top things that people like to receive from us. It's our 95-point checklist. It's a marketing checklist, and it goes from beginner all the way through intermediate and then advanced marketer. And it's got 95 things. If you can check them all off, you're a brilliant marketer. There's lots of resources, and you can get it at postcardmania.com/MBL. And that way you can download it and you can have that. And yes, you're going to give me your contact information in exchange for this valuable piece of information. And interestingly enough, when you give me your contact information, you'll be able to see what I do with that and how I try to move you through from not knowing me to trusting me further and wanting to do business with us. So you'll see how that works. Well, when somebody calls Postcard Mania, our phones are answered by a live receptionist. They're put through to a marketing consultant, and that marketing consultant is going to ask them a whole lot of questions about their business. I mean, we really want to understand what you're doing, how you've been doing it, what you'd like to achieve, if that's even possible. You know, we want to understand everything. And then once we get these plethora of questions answered, we can understand how much you need to actually make off of a campaign, what's going to be successful for you and what's not going to be successful for you based on your average ticket item, based on the lifetime value of a customer, based on how many referrals you get. I mean, they're just going to ask you a ton of questions, and then they're going to put together a campaign for you, a recommended campaign. Obviously, they're going to recommend a campaign that goes over time, because one mailing, one time to one list is not going to change your bottom line. It's not going to change anything. It's not going to change your life, nothing. It's just going to really, maybe it'll give you an uptick for a moment because any marketing is better than no marketing, but we want to give you consistent growth over time. So we really need to understand all those things about your business. Now, we also offer a product, a full marketing program where we write the program for you, and it's very inexpensive, it's very comprehensive, and you get an application to fill out on that one that is going to make you think of things about your business that you've never thought of before. So the initial consultation will be enough questions and enough data for us to create a campaign for you.